Hey guys, I know it's been a minute since I've posted and sorry, I actually do exist outside of this box, if you can believe it or not. I have a human life. Weird, right? If you're new to my channel, welcome! Thank you for joining us. I am LeahMouse. And if I annoy you after the first 5 to 15 to 27 seconds of this video, feel free to click away and find something else more worthy of your time to pay attention to. But if you do like me, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and stick around for more fun-filled antics. So in today's video, even though I just said the thing about fun-filled antics, I wanted to talk about something that I've actually wanted to make a video on for a while. And I finally got around to kind of sorting it out in my brain a little bit to actually sit down and be able to talk about it. I know I've been posting a lot of makeup videos lately, and I promise you that's not the direction this channel is gonna go. It was just like my interest at that moment because like I was finally learning more new things about makeup. It was exciting. I wanted to share my progress and my experience with you guys. I just spent more money on makeup than I ever had in my entire life, so I wanted to put it to good use, you know, and try it out and use it and like have a lot of fun, and I'm like, these would make good videos. All the ideas that I had for subsequent videos were like all makeup related. I'm like, okay, I don't want to just like flood this channel with a bunch of makeup videos, so I'm just gonna take a breather, figure out what I'm gonna do, and then come back when I've figured it out. So anyway, I will be doing more makeup videos in the future, just as a warning, because I still do want to get those ideas out there. I just, again, didn't want to just like do them all at once and just be like, makeup! Ah! So as you know, may or may not, if you've watched any of my videos ever, I do not script my videos because it's much easier for me to sort of shoot from the hip. My thoughts organize themselves as I talk, so if I like write it down ahead of time, I feel like I'd have to keep looking at a script and it wouldn't come across as genuine, because it wouldn't be, because I'd been reading the thoughts from yesterday or a few hours ago rather than in the moment, because in the moment sometimes I think of other things that I want to add, so that's why I don't script. So if it comes out rumbly and tumbly and repetitive and yammery, well, that's why, and that's just how I roll. So if you don't like it, you know, again, click away. It's that easy. Oh my god, shut up and get to the point. Okay, what I wanted to say for a very long time, though now we live in an age, thankfully, where society has been way more accepting than I think ever before. More and more things are becoming socially acceptable. Like, it used to be a struggle to like walk out in public with tattoos or colored hair or loud makeup, or even if you're gay or transgender or something, or black or Hispanic or whatever, you know, anything like that, you'd always kind of have this little stigma that sort of hovered around you, or at least you felt like it was there, you know, even if it wasn't, where you felt like people were judging you, you know, or criticizing you, or they would bully you, or they'd make remarks, or you would get treated differently. Some kind of discrimination was there. And I feel like we're moving forward as a society, finally, into a really good place, you know, with the help of social media and the internet. The internet is a cesspool. Don't even get me started. I absolutely hate it. However, I feel like this is one good thing that it's doing for humanity, is it's moving us into a place where things are much more socially acceptable, if not cool now. It's cool to have colored hair and tattoos and loud makeup. Makeup itself, like, not to steer it back to makeup, but just makeup itself, the evolution of where it started versus like what it is now, it's like an art form now, and it's like so cool, and nobody even bats an eye at men who do makeup anymore, whereas, you know, like several years ago it was like, a man doing makeup, that's like so taboo, but like now it's fine, like nobody even really thinks about it, and if they do, well, they suck. Anyway, this isn't really about that. That was just kind of like a precursor to what I'm getting at. I told you I ramble. I'll give you 3 guesses to figure out if I've had coffee or not. What I was getting at with that is that people have become less and less judgmental, and even if they haven't, they have been less vocal about their judgment, because people have started turning on them like, hey, quit judging these people who are just trying to live their lives, do their thing, and just because they're different from you, like, shut the fuck up, you know? People are being less church lady universally, you know what I'm saying? And it's died down, oddly, on the internet, the one place where people are free to do as they please, which I still think is stupid. Why is there no internet police? What is wrong with the world that we haven't gotten on board with this concept yet? Jeez. So like, I've gotten my share of hate. I know everyone's gotten their share of hate, and people still get bullied, harassed, you know, even off of the internet, just as a general thing, people go through shit for being different. And even if you're not that different, people will still find a reason to give you shit if they themselves feel crappy about themselves. And they're like, oh, my life sucks. I am a wretched person who just is in such agony all the time internally, and I can't figure out how to fix it. I will find a victim, you! I will attack you, and I will find every little thing I can to make you feel terrible so that I feel better about myself. You know the type. That's like the least healthy way to go about it, but these people are already pretty, you know. So like for example, I've had the same, this is so cool. I feel so special because I've had the same bullies, trolls, whatever, online since I started YouTube. Like, no shit, the same people are around, and it feels so good to be that special to somebody that not only have they not grown or changed in 7 years of their life, which how the hell is that possible, but whatever, that they specifically still leave the same comments. They're holding stuff that I've said in 2012 against me today. Still, they will currently leave comments referencing something I said 7 years ago, and they've been continually holding it against me in their comments and using it as some kind of jab to make me feel bad, like literally for 7 years. And I'm just like, wow, you have a lot going on in your life, don't you? Anyway, so I mean, like, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm kind of just like, wow, aw, you go on now. That's my attitude towards all of this now. I mean, I haven't given two hoots about, like, you know, being bullied or harassed online or whatever for quite some time. And it's because I realized something. And that's what I was gonna share with you. And I'm sorry you had to sit through all of that to get to this, but this is the nub that I want you guys to remember and take to heart, because if people are giving you crap, doesn't matter if it's at school or if it's your parents. Some of you, I know you've told me that your parents kind of bully you, which is fucked up, by the way. So, you know, do your best to just kind of build a wall around that toxic bullshit, because that's really fucked up. Or, you know, if you're bullied online or your friends or just, I don't know, anything. It can come from anywhere, co-workers, you know, anybody. So my thing that I realized that completely just separated me from all of those comments was, is it true? Because if it's true, first of all, they're evil for using something true against you like that to make you feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sarah and I have had people come at us, probably the same pathetic excuse for a human being, come at us for, no joke, being terrible friends to Millie and not being there for her. That is so fucked up. I'm not saying that's true, that we were terrible friends and not there for her, but we already have this guilt, you know? Our friend died, and, you know, people are actually harassing us about it and accusing us of being not good friends or not thinking about her or forgetting about her or whatever. And it's like, that's a really fucked up thing to do. Like, you have to reach into the depths of some kind of like bubbling cauldron of cruelty, of shit, to yank that out and actually say that to somebody. Like, that's fucked. Moving away from that, going back to the thing where it's actually true, like, you know, if someone's overweight or if someone has acne, anything like that, anything that's true but not necessarily bad, and people point it out to try to make you feel bad, like, you know what, oh, you're fat, oh, you have acne, so that's why you're gross, that's why nobody likes you. Like, that's that person being terrible, you know what I mean? So you can either acknowledge it and go, okay, they said I was fat, or they said this about me, or that, or that. If you give into that and go, oh, well, it's true, so now I feel bad. Honey, no. Don't go there. First of all, they're a dick for saying that and even bringing it up. Push that shit away. But if you allow it to, then that's something within yourself. Because if someone just saying something like that, that you acknowledge as truth. Like, even if someone says something really fucked up but it actually is true, that's gonna hurt you because you're gonna be like, oh, they're calling me out and now I feel like shit about it, you know, and now it takes my self-esteem down and now I feel tiny. That's your problem. Okay, that sounded meaner than I meant it to. I meant like, that's something you have to examine with yourself, because if it actually is pointing out something in your reality that you are sensitive about, then you need to change how you think about it so that other people's comments can continue on forever but not affect you. Does that make sense? Say what you would say to that person in defense to yourself and change your mindset. Be like, I shouldn't feel bad about not working because I have like 17 kids. So, you know, I gotta take care of them. Or I shouldn't feel bad about not having a job because like I have, you know, one leg and can't actually do anything, you know, that requires, I don't know, legs. This is why I should script, really. Oh my God. So that was just part of it, is just kind of changing how you feel about how you react to stuff, because if it elicits a reaction, then that's coming from inside of you. That's how you feel about your situation, so you need to change that so that other people's comments roll right off your back. You know, like, not because they said something, but because you realize that you don't feel good about it, so that's something that you should do. But the main part, the major part here that like actually completely changed my way of thinking about this, is that if it doesn't affect who you are or what you can achieve as a person, what you're contributing to the world, then it absolutely 100% does not matter. I'll give you an example. People have come at me for my eyebrows, which still makes me laugh because, oh my God, eyebrows, jeez. You can't use the proper form of your, okay? So that makes you look like an idiot who didn't finish school, but you're coming at me because of my eyebrows? Sorry, didn't mean to throw that shade. I'm a grammar Nazi, drives me insane. It's simple grammar. Okay, anyway, so like for example, I do YouTube videos, I make candles, I'm writing novels. I'll be damned if I'm not getting at least an agent this year. That's my goal. It's gonna happen. I don't care if I have to write a whole nother book and pitch a whole nother book. It's happening. I'm gonna get an agent this year. It's gonna happen. Sorry. And I also work a regular job, and you know, I do artwork, I do creative things, you know, I play the piano, I do all kinds of stuff. I'm good at a lot of things. I'm proficient in a lot of things, you know, and I contribute a lot to the world as much as I possibly can, you know, to the limits of what, you know, algorithms allow me to. So a comment about my eyebrows, where does that factor in? Like, okay, if I have ugly eyebrows, does that affect my ability to write books? Okay, no. Does that affect my ability to make candles? No. Does it affect my ability to go to work and do my job? No. Does it affect my ability to make YouTube videos? Absolutely not. Now, if I were a makeup guru, like James Charles has brought this up. People used to give him crap about his eyebrows, but he's a makeup guru. So like if he's giving people advice on how to do things that look aesthetically pleasing, and he has something that doesn't look right and it doesn't align with the influencing that he's trying to convey, then it, you know, it can be remedied and should be remedied. Like he said, he's like, thank God people gave me shit for my eyebrows for so long, so I finally changed it and now they look fabulous. And now I don't look like an idiot preaching something that I don't even look like I understand. So, you know, it's applicable in that scenario. But like, you know, if people come at you for being fat, I don't like it when people are like, oh, fat is such an ugly word. I'm going to say like full-figured or big boned or curvy or plus size. Fuck it, it's fat. You know, I don't like that fat got a negative connotation. It's just a word, it's just an adjective. Like someone is skinny, someone is fat. Like it's not a bad word, you know, so what? If someone says you're fat, think about how that applies to your life. It's like, okay, does that change how good of a mother I am? Does that change how well I do my job? Does that change how good of a singer I am or whatever? You know, anything that you do and that you contribute and that you are proud of in your life, if this insult does not have anything to do with that and does not impede your ability to do the things that make you proud and that you bring to the world, then it doesn't effing matter. It doesn't affect who you are in any way, shape, or form. Now, if you are, you know, an athletic coach, what do you call those people? The workout people, you know, who make the workout videos, who like train people. You know, if you're like a fitness coach or something like that, and you were overweight, then it would probably be a problem, because it's like, well, how can I trust you to be my fitness coach if you yourself don't look like you practice what you preach, you know? So in that case, yes, it would affect, okay, well, I better, you know, so you can Come on, mouth, catch up with the brain. God. So I think you guys get the point. That's what I'm getting at, is that that's a way that you can sort of train yourself to start thinking, to let insulting remarks roll right off your back. Even things that you think about yourself. If you look in the mirror, if I go look in the mirror right now and I'm like, oh my God, my eyebrows are gross. I have an enormous forehead. Holy crap. You know, my teeth are a little bit discolored because I used to smoke and I drink coffee like it's the elixir of life, because it is. You know, or, oh my God, I can see my pores. My pores look like you can see them from space. Oh God. You know, I could tear myself down physically. You know, I'm short. I have a gut. My boobs are weird. I don't know. I could just rip myself to shreds in so many ways. But if I use the technique that we just talked about, does it affect my ability to make my candles and do it well? No. Does it affect my drawing abilities and my artistic abilities? No. Does it affect the way I go to work and do my job and earn money? No. Does it affect the way that I can make YouTube videos and be creative? No. Does it affect the way that I can write novels and get an agent this year? No, it does not. So that's my point, essentially. Any negative thing that comes at you from anyone, including yourself, just put it in the context of, does this really have an impact on who I am as a person? Not just what you do, but who you are. Like, am I any less intelligent or witty or creative or kind or considerate or empathetic, you know, anything like that? Am I any less of the things that make me me because of this thing that someone pointed out or that I think about myself, like my belly fat or my pores or my forehead or my eyebrows or whatever, you know? And while we're making fun of stuff about me, look at that. Look at how uneven my teeth are. That's because this one sticks out farther because I had braces for 4 years and then I didn't wear my retainer because I was cool. I was too cool for a retainer. So my teeth shifted and that happened. So anyway, that was my really long rant, but I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to find peace within yourselves. I don't want you to give anyone else power over you. I don't want the demons inside yourself to give you power over you. It made sense, right? If any of you are struggling with any bullying, self-esteem issues, anything like that, just remember what I said and try to remind yourself of that every single day. And if you need a pick-me-up and a reminder, come back to this video, but you can skip through it because it was really long and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around to the end, I love you. If you stuck around to the end, do me a favor and leave me a comment that says, nobody's gonna get me down, especially me. Just so I know that you stuck it out to the end, so that I know the message sunk in. I made this video so that you guys could get this message because it's very important to me, because you are very important to me, because I love you so much. Heart. Well, I'm done. Make sure you check out my other videos everywhere. Check out my candles, all the links to all my crap in the description below. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. You're awesome. Don't forget it. And I love you. I'll see you guys in the next one.